Guys, we got so much to talk about. Deliveries, we got global expansion, we got price cuts, we got some Jaylen Brown info here in China. Yeah, this is amazing. So for August 11th to August 17th, Envo 90, 2,330, about as much as the week before. So that actually ranks in at number 2 spot in terms of large 3-row SUV weekly insurance registrations. The number 1 spot goes to Ito M8 at 3,860. Number 3 spot goes to M9 at 2,010. And of course, the Li Auto i8 only has 233. Total Envo insurance registrations was 3,800. Total NIO Group insurance registrations was 7,200. So pretty consistent, pretty stable. Nothing too surprising, nothing too disappointing. But I wouldn't say it's fantastic. Now, why is this the case? They are definitely capped in terms of delivery and production with Envo L90. And the delivery centers are just over capacity, especially the one here in Beijing. And they can't keep up with the deliveries. So they have a lot of, according to insiders, a lot of Envo customers are worried about the wait times. Some of them have much longer wait times than 1 month. So Envo has come out with a compensation package where if you have to wait for longer than a month, every single day you get compensated 500 NIO points, which is worth 50 RMB or $8 in equivalent. So every day you wait for the car, you get $8, so to speak. So this is not bad, pretty good. Now moving on to some other breaking news, we have, of course, global expansion. NIO is further expanding into 3 countries. This is with franchising partners, and they don't have any extra additional expenses. It's basically, companies from those countries are bringing NIO vehicles to their country to sell it there. So this is definitely very nice. And of course, the 3 countries are Singapore. So congratulations to everybody living in Singapore, Uzbekistan, and Costa Rica. Very, very interesting. All right. So I know a lot of people from Singapore really want a NIO. Now you can buy it, finally. And they're bringing the whole product lineup, NIO, Envo, and Firefly cars, all to those countries to sell, which is definitely very, very nice. And for those Americans and Canadians still waiting for NIO, well, I guess they're probably not going to franchise in those countries unless there's like a big billion-dollar, firm that wants to do it. But they're most likely going to do direct to sales, and that's going to take a lot of money for the infrastructure because Canada and America and USA, they're big countries. All the swap stations they got to build, and of course there's also the tariff and everything. So there's a lot of uncertainty for American expansion, and that's probably on hold for now until things become clearer, right? And then of course the other news, we got a price cut. Yeah, the price cut in particular is the 100 kilowatt hour battery pack, and this is a price cut from 128,000 RMB down to 108,000 RMB. So a price cut of 20,000 RMB for the battery pack. Basically, that's equivalent to about $2,500. And this only goes for the purchase of the car. So this this applies for the existing NIO lineup. So the 400 volt and 900 volt ET9 batteries as well. So the ET9, it only has the 100 kilowatt hour battery pack, and that means the price of purchasing ET9 is also going to be cheaper thanks to this battery price cut. And this is going into effect today. And what's really interesting is there's actually a little compensation for those who bought the battery before today. So those who have bought the battery, you get a 20,000 RMB voucher that goes towards purchasing a new NIO. So if you bought your NIO this year, congratulations, you got a 20,000 RMB voucher. Well, you have to have bought the 100 kilowatt hour battery pack. Congratulations, you get another 20,000 RMB voucher that you can buy another NIO. So yeah, forcing you to buy another NIO basically. And this actually has no impact on BAS whatsoever. So people renting the 100 kilowatt hour battery pack, there's no impact to them at all. So this overall just makes the car cheaper, and especially with the lithium prices dropping like crazy, it makes sense. It really, really does make sense, and it's going to make the cars more affordable. It's going to make the ET9 more affordable, and this is the right move, definitely. So that's pretty nice. And then we got some more Jaylen Brown clips here in China, filmed by other people here in Shanghai, in China, in Shanghai actually. And he's at the NIO house, he's checking out the vehicles. I think they're going to be doing some content together with NIO and perhaps potentially show it on the 21st when they launch the ES8 and the tech that ES8 has. Now, Jaylen Brown has been quoted praising battery swap. He says he personally has a Porsche Taycan at home, but then that car runs out of charge really, really fast. He wishes they had battery swap in America. And he also checked out the ET9. He was riding the ET9, and then he checked out the ES8. He really liked the ES8, and he wanted to bring that home. So he did a lot of interactive activities at the NIO house as well. So this is definitely great marketing. And right now, NIO's marketing is just going up a notch. They're doing quite substantial marketing, partnering with a lot of celebrities. So not only Jaylen Brown, there's also a famous Chinese actor who I don't know because I don't watch Chinese drama, but he apparently filmed ET5 commercials for them on some of the scenic routes. And with that, you know, he's a handsome dude, handsome actor. That's definitely going to swoon a lot of ladies to check out the ET5. And of course, ET5 has been a top seller for ladies. Okay, there are actually more ladies that buy the ET5 than dudes, which is pretty surprising. It shows the appeal of ET5's design, which is pretty nice. That's a pretty tall task to have more ladies buy your car than dudes. So very, very nice. And then, of course, the most important media event that they're doing, the promotional, is the 318 route, which is the highest highway route in China, and it goes to the base of the Himalayan mountains. So you can actually see Mount Everest at the end of this route, and it's a very treacherous route, very high altitude, very low oxygen, and NIO has dedicated to building a lot of swap stations on that route. So you'll actually be able to go to basically the base of Mount Everest just by battery swapping, which is very, very impressive. And NIO CEO has been doing live streams these couple days, and he's also brought a lot of other people that have traversed Mount Everest along with them. And they have brought along the new ES8, the second gen ES8, the earlier ES8, and the founders ES8. All of those ES8s, all battery swapping up to the base of Mount Everest, which is very, very impressive to say the least. And yeah, in 2 days, they're going to have that launch event, which I think is going to be amazing. Okay, they're going to have the tentative pre-order price like the Envoy L90, and then probably shock everybody with the actual price. And they will showcase a lot of the tech features that this car has. And yeah, open up pre-orders. And great news is that they've actually started ramping up production for the ES8 already. So the factories have been churning out ES8s in preparation, and they started wrapping up. It takes time, so it's good that they started early, and they're going to be able to deliver a lot of those to the customers' hands very soon. So that's nice. But let's hope that they can really pick up on Envoy L90, the pace of Envoy L90 deliveries, and not keep customers waiting too long. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.